Hey guys, welcome to What If Deku Had the Sharingan and the Venom Symbiote Part 3. Before this video begins, I would like to thank you guys who have been supporting me. It really helps, and we're at almost 200 subs in about 2 weeks. This was before the script was finished. I would like to give two shout outs to Dead Channel and Eggy Man Memes. Now, without any further ado, let's get into this. I'm also going to make some changes, like changing the following people's gender, like Shoto Todoroki and Katsuki Bakugo. They're going to be female for now. They're going to be female in this now, and that's what I'm going to do for now. When Deku arrives, he sees his mother sitting, looking kind of worried. He then asks what's wrong. He then replies by saying that she was running low on money and that we won't be able to pay for rent this month. Deku is shocked, and then replied saying that we will be alright, so don't get upset. I'll go get a job to help us pay rent. She then looks at Deku saying for him to relax and enjoy himself. Deku then agrees and goes to his room. Venom then appears and asks Deku if he wants to do anything. Deku asked Venom if he had any abilities that he did not know about. Venom said there were a few, like accelerated healing and being able to create symbiotes to make himself stronger or give them to others. Deku asked how to do this, when he replied by saying that he needs to focus all his emotions into one finger or spot in his body, and then use the Venom suit at the same time. He does this and creates a red symbiote with patches of black in it. He then absorbs the symbiote into him and asks what his name is. When the symbiote replies, he says his name is Carnage. He then runs out to his mum and to tell her that he has just created another symbiote. His mother said that that was cool, and Deku should go out to play to test out the symbiote. When Deku reaches the park or beach, he sees Bakugo, and then he runs over to Bakugo and says hi. Bakugo then asks why Deku was here. Deku then told Bakugo that he wanted to test something, and that he just made. Bakugo was intrigued by what Deku had done, and wanted to test his new symbiote. Deku then just said Carnage, and then he was engulfed by a red goo with patches of black all over him, similar to Venom's, but smaller. When the red symbiote gains control, he stands up, then smirks at Bakugo. Bakugo just stands there, looking amazed at the fact that he made the red creature with his quirk. The red creature was unstable and looks at Bakugo with an intent to kill. The red creature then got ready to pounce at Bakugo, turning his hand to an axe. Bakugo was still standing there, staring at the red creature as it pounced at her and swung its axe at her. But suddenly the axe changed back, and it started to scream at the top of its lungs. Deku then emerged from the red creature saying that was incomplete, and still needed to be tested. But then Deku then looked at Bakugo. Bakugo looked at Deku and blushed slightly. Remember, at the start of the video, I said that I would be changing Bakugo into a girl. So yeah. I don't think I did specify Bakugo's gender. Deku then noticed the blush, and then told Bakugo that she was blushing. Bakugo then replied by yelling, "No, I'm not. I'm not blushing." He then asked if they could hang out. She then said it would be fun, and Deku then said to Venom to get out here. When Venom emerged from Deku saying what, he then replied by asking him to make a symbiote for Bakugo. Venom then agreed, but it will cost something. Deku then said, "What will it cost?" Venom then said in a scary tone of voice that it will require blood, and it will need to be from the one who needs it or wants it. However, should we get the blood? How should we get the blood? "Please allow me," Venom said. He then takes over Deku's body And then he goes and kisses Bakugo. And then the Venom symbiote goes inside of Bakugo and takes some blood. And then goes back to Deku, and then the two were enjoying the kiss. Then Venom interrupted, telling the two that they got the blood. The two just blushed, and then Venom said that we needed to make the symbiote before the blood goes bad. Let's skip to when Deku perfects the new red symbiote, and it doesn't attack Bakugo. He then is ready to go home and give. He's then ready to go give and Bakugo the new red symbiote. Before he does, he asks Bakugo something. Hey Bakugo, can I ask you something? Sure thing, Deku. Bakugo replies. He then asks if she would go out with him. She then replies by saying yes, and then Bakugo goes up to her and gives her a big kiss on the lips. And while they were kissing, he sent the new Carnage symbiote into her, the perfected one. And when the two broke apart, Deku then asked how did it feel. She said it felt good. Deku then said Bakugo, say mask. Bakugo looked at him a bit confused by this, but did it anyway. Mask, Bakugo said. She then heard a voice saying, copy. She was then enclosed in a red substance, but then the patches of red and white and fangs. She was ecstatic that her boyfriend had made a symbiote just for her. The suit just asked who she was, and then she answered by saying, Katsumi Bakugo. I'm going to skip to when Deku was about to leave. As Deku was going to leave, Bakugo ran up to him and kissed him on the lips, and then just saying thank you for the symbiote. Deku then just kissed her back, and he said that she doesn't have to thank him. I was going to do it. I was doing what I thought was right. Deku then walked away saying bye, and I'll see you when UA start. When Deku was on his way home, he could hear a scream and saw smoke. He knew something was wrong. So he ran to his apartment complex, and so he can enjoy the rest of the day. But when he got closer, he saw his mother being held hostage with a blade to her neck. Deku then stayed hidden in the crowd. He saw a man move his wrists, threatening the pros, saying he will do it, he will slit her throat and kill her. When they tried to take a step, he did it. He ended Izuku's mother's life. Right in front of his own eyes. He was furious. He felt his eyes start to burn. As he had evolved his sharingan into the Sharing. He then started to walk to the villain, saying, I'm going to make you regret the day you were even born. As he looked at Izuku in the eyes. When he did this, Izuku then said, big mistake, as Izuku casted a genjutsu on him, making the villain scream out in pain. As this was happening, Deku walked to him, grabbing him by the head, and said, you started a war when you threatened my family. Now you must pay the price. Izuku was then engulfed by Venom, but something was different. Venom's eyes had a shade of purple and a bit of red. And then he slammed the guy's head into the ground multiple times. Then the villain said, please stop. Deku then said, no, you killed my mother, and you must pay the price. He kept this up until he died, or the villain died. He then walked to Bakugo's house and asked if he could stay at your house for a while. She then asked why, and then he got all upset. And then he said she was murdered. Bakugo looked at Deku had said, they said, come in. I'm going to skip to the first day at UA, when Deku and Bakugo then see a giant door with the letters 1A down. As Izuku and Katsumi goes to open the door, they see a guy with blue hair and glasses, and a girl whose hair looks like a Pokeball. Right, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you guys for the ideas, and I'll see you guys and girls next week.